38 has been for Casey tonight.
You can see he tries to go to the bottom of the track, carry some speed. You can see just how much the nose pinned right there.
I don't know how he's hanging on to that thing, but
yeah, he's turning right more than he is left, and these are big corners that you have to put a lot of wheel into.
I talked to Stuart Cooper before the race, and he said that they expected the track to actually, for the track to loosen up as it got cooler and faster. They're just not able to keep up with these. You know, they started out loose, obviously, so they haven't been able to keep up with the adjustments.
Check in again with Justin Allgaier. Remember, he along with Stephen Wallace have been the two lucky dog recipients, and both of them have taken advantage. Look at Allgaier. He has moved up into the 7th position after at one point being 21st, one lap down. Left side of your screen, slower traffic as Reed Sorensen and Casey Kane go around the lap vehicle.
Allgaier has those fresher tires than what Ryan Newman has, but you can kind of see now Justin made his way up there into that 7th spot. Been trying to pass Ryan Newman, but he's fallen off a little bit now, so the good of those tires is kind of starting to go away. So if he has some handling issues, we'll see that take place now. But they've made a great run to get themselves up inside the top 10.
Well, and what's interesting is we continue to watch this battle, and here comes Casey on the high side. On the right side of your screen, all of a sudden Kyle Busch is caught up to Jamie McMurray. That is a battle for second.
Yeah, I've been watching times there, and it seemed that Kyle Busch's car literally hasn't really slowed down that much here. It's kind of settled down, and Jamie McMurray's been losing about 2 to 2.5 tenths per lap to Kyle. He's going to try to take that second spot away now.
Joe Nemechek and Brad Baker get lapped again. They are 2 laps down now. Two of the race leaders.
Shows you how wide the track is, because they didn't even get in the way at all of that race there for second.
Kyle gets around Jamie McMurray, but he is still 9.5 seconds behind Kevin Harvick. And going down this road, guys, because of all the cars that pitted, only Harvick, Justin Allgaier, and Josh Wise have really improved their positions from where they were. Because Allgaier, as we mentioned, is 7th. Josh Wise is 12th. And Harvick, of course, is leading this race, although he's in the middle of some traffic as he gets underneath Michael Annett. It's great to see the Valvoline colors back right there on the 15 car, going around Robert Richardson. Richardson now will be, I think, 7 laps down, as he's had all kinds of issues.
I think this was a great move by Kevin Harvick and his team to get in there and get tires. We see a lot of green flag racing happen here. We saw 42 laps earlier in this race, and we can see even green flag pit stops. So this was a great call. They've got out to a 10-second lead now.
So we've completed 91 of 195 laps. There's your top 5, and Harvick leads by 10 seconds. Closer to pit stops, and we talked about it at the beginning of the broadcast. Speed on the track and speed on pit road. Make a mistake, it could cost your driver a race, because it looks like we're getting ready for another round of green flag stops here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And the guy who's flying right now is Kevin Harvick. He has a 12-second lead. The gamble seems to be paying off, guys, because as Brad Daugherty mentioned, if these laps stayed green, it plays into their hand.
Yeah, that's what makes this gamble pay off. The longer they can run, the better it is for Kevin Harvick. And when they start making these green flag pit stops, the cars that have to pit because of fuel, you'll see Harvick come in with them, because he doesn't want to give up that advantage that he's gained here.
He's going around Trevor Bayne, and Trevor is in the 17th position. While we were gone, he put Boyer a lap down, Gilliland a lap down, and now Trevor Bayne a lap down.
And Trevor Bayne was one of those drivers that came in and got 4 tires the last time. So,
whoa.
Harvick, you can see Harvick really loose there.
Yeah, he clipped the apron getting in the corner right there. Just about lost it.
All right, let's give you an idea just how far 12 seconds looks on the racetrack as we look for Kyle Busch, and we keep looking.
Where's he at?
Looking.
That's not him.
And looking.
There he is.
And there he is, finally. That is a big gap. Okay, let's talk a little strategy, because it looks like we are going to have another round of green flag stops. If you are Kevin Harvick, how much longer do you stay out when you see the other guys starting to pit?
I think you let the leaders all come just as soon after that as possible.
Well, we may get our first idea, because here comes the 42 in for a pit stop, David Gilliland.
Well, he'd just gone a lap down. This is a good time to make that stop. Go ahead and make it early. You can make up just a little time here under green and maybe get back on the lead lap, at least for a short amount of time.
Yeah, you figure just 3 laps and at 2 seconds per lap, then you made up 6 seconds of that, and he wasn't that far behind as far as he just got lapped.
And we talked about it earlier. In 8 laps, the tires fell off 2 seconds a lap, so you can't afford to stay out there too long.
Look how low Kevin Harvick's running on the racetrack, though. You saw him get on the apron. He got just a little too low, but he's putting both those left side tires completely below that yellow line.
And I think that's probably because Kevin has gotten his car tight enough to make it turn in the center. He's having to get that left front down almost off the racing surface.
Whoa!
Oh, that was close.
Man,
that's one of the things that you really have to, if you're coming to the...
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing.
Well, he was heading for pit road, but there was no way that Kevin knew that.
Well, that's why you really have to make sure as that driver that's going to the pits that you've got your hand up waving just to let them know back there. See, the closing radius stuff, I mean, he's running 40 miles an hour faster right here, but he's up the racetrack. Kevin wouldn't really know. If you're going to be going into the pits, you need to have those left side tires right down in front. See, he slides up right in front. Kevin thinks he's just going to continue on. Ooh, nice shot by Harvick, though, to miss that.
Clear.
Let's check in on Reed Sorensen as he's got a battle going with the 38 of Casey Kane. Sorensen takes over the spot for 11th, and here comes the 66 of Stephen Wallace. Remember when he was lapped down? Wallace really on the move now in 13th, trying to take over 12th.
well, he got that lap back, and he came in the pit road, got 4 tires just like Kevin Harvick, but he had to start at the back of the field, so he's making his way up using the same strategy that Kevin did.
Picked up 24 spots since the very start of the race. 8 spots since the restart. And here he goes underneath as we get a view from high above. And he's going to take that position. While all this is going on, we'll just tell you the lead is still 12 seconds for Kevin Harvick. But this is going to be a very interesting strategic battle before this night is over. Let's go on board with Steven as he just sort of pulls away.
Yeah, and the new tires help in this type situation where Steve Wallace has about probably 17 laps fresher. See, Casey Kane's coming to pit road right now.
So Casey Kane's had enough of that slipping inside.
At the line.
Well, they need to make an adjustment on this car this time, too, to try to get Casey a little tighter.
So as they go all the way down the far end of pit road, we'll send it to Dave Burns.
And as he was getting pressure from Stephen Wallace, the words came out of Casey Kane's mouth, gotta pit. So Stuart Cooper called him on to pit road. They're going to make a wedge adjustment and air pressure adjustment for him on this car. They're going to work on the valence a little bit again on the front of the car. They just had such a loose run that last time. Stuart promised him, we'll take a big swing this time, and it's going to be much bigger than they took last time. Still on pit road, trying to finish up. Little time wasted on there, but it looks fairly clean as he gets away, guys.
And Jason Leffler now on pit road. The car's been a little bit tight on entry toward the center, and as that run progressed, it was getting worse and worse. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment, a 4-tire change on this car, hoping to free it up just a little bit, Doc.
And rolling the dice did indeed help Reed Sorensen. They had a vibration, did not have a tire go down, so they made an air pressure adjustment. Now the 60 car, Carl Edwards in. 4 tires for Carl Edwards, and they're also going to do a half a pound of air out of the right front tire. Try to get the car to turn a little more in the center of the corner off. The 20 car, Joey Logano to the car. Guys, is still very, very tight. They're going to go up 1 round on the track bar. 4 tires and top it off with Sunoco fuel. Logano said the car is still way too tight. And now Kyle Busch, the early leader, running second spot, coming in to get those valuable Goodyear tires. 4 tires, slide air pressure. The car getting a little free coming off the corner, but taking the rubber out of the left rear helping a lot. Kyle, no other changes, he said. Down and away. Mike.
Matt Kenseth has had some difficulty working traffic. The car just pushing, especially on exit. They're going to try to free him up with a little bit of air pressure. A 4-tire change being called by Ricky Vyers for Kenseth. Kenseth down and away.
14.3 for Kenseth, 13.6 for Kyle Busch. And Harvick stays out.
Well, Jamie McMurray's still out there. Justin Allgaier's still out there, but Eric McMurray coming to the pits now.
Dave?
Hey guys, here comes Murray right now. That car was a little bit looser on the run. Then near the end, he was tight in the middle of the corner. Gave up 3rd position to come down pit road and make an air pressure adjustment. Jamie?
And Brad Keselowski says the car is actually really good, just lacking a little bit of grip. 4 tires and fuel was the call.
There they come out of pit road, and will Harvick come in? No, he's going to stay out again. Now there's only, right now, 5 cars on the lead lap.
The one thing about Harvick is whenever he has clear racetrack, he's still running some pretty good times. So he's probably right now only going to lose just a second and a half to those guys for a few laps.
Stephen Wallace is running in fourth, and he just went a lap down. Harvick, you heard him on the radio. Here comes Wallace right back on him. He says, I'd like to get it back. Can't get it done, though. Remember when Harvick got on the radio after the stop? He says, okay, I'm going to